Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. In this session, we're going to focus on a short lever squat, which means we're going to do something on our knee. If doing it on your knees does not feel good to you, you can always stand. I'm using a yoga block or a soft foam cushion. That's not necessary. Some people's knees will be much more comfortable on a soft cushion versus the floor. You can always choose to put your knee slightly on the edge. So for me, it'd be in front over the corner, the edge of the cushion or block, like this. So you're not directly on the kneecap itself. That might be more comfortable. Some people would be more comfortable on, some people not using it at all. Be aware that when you elevate the cushion onto the knee onto the block, you have an option with your foot behind you. You can have your toenail side down, which puts less strain and stress across the front of your hip, thigh, knee, and shin. Or you can curl your toes under, which will increase that sense of tension across the front of your hip, knee, thigh, and shin. Right? So if you're using a block and you feel more tension with the block than we do without, the reason may be your ankle foot, and you can play around with what works best for you there. All right, I've talked a lot. You're going to be kneeling on the block with one leg out to the side long. Take your hands to your hips for a minute or a second. These toes try to face as far forward as they can directly. They may not be perfect, but as far as you can. And also, you want to have your hips be level here. So using a block helps more people get their hips leveler. The higher the block is off the floor, the more level people's hips are going to be. So if you put your leg out, but the hips have to tilt way over to the side, one way or the other, to get the leg out there, that may be an indicator that maybe a little bit higher off the floor, be more comfortable for you. I've talked a lot. You're going to sit back and lean forward as far as you can, and then come up nice and tall to return. That's all you do. Hips go back, you lean forward, taking your eyes and chest with you, and push up tall to return. 9. Again, my hips go back. I'm sitting my tuchus, my hips towards my heel, reach your tailbone back behind you, and then bring the hips forward underneath you. 8. My eyes and chest go in the same direction. Breathe deeply. 7. Right? So I'm not keeping my gaze forward as I send the hips back, not because it's wrong, but that just encourages your neck to arch a lot. That's not the goal of this exercise. Breathe deeply. 5. The goal is keeping your spine very still as much as you can, moving the thigh and pelvis. Breathe deeply. Forward ankle a bit. Easy, gentle. Breathe deeply. 3. You can get it. Change your focus as you sit back. Return up 2. Hips go back, but you lean forward, breathe deeply, and then return. We're going to switch legs. I'm going to show a profile view. All right, my leg is out to the side, and I can feel the difference here. This leg has a harder time being out to the side, standing up tall. As you sit back, hips go back, you lean forward with your spine, and then return up nice and tall. 10. Again, hips go back, you lean forward, reach out to your tailbone. We're going to turn up nice and tall. 9. Great work there. Again, hips go back, you lean forward, breathe, and push. 8. Great job there. You can see my hips are going back towards my heel, but I'm also leaning forward. Breathe deeply. 7. Control. Your body can go quite low towards the floor, parallel here as long as you have comfort. 6. So it's not like a squat. That's why I'm not going to call it a squat. Breathe deeply. Easy. Nice and tall. 5. This simulates more of a deadlift feeling, what's called a deadlift. 4, not a great name, doesn't describe a lot of things. Breathe deeply. 3, I believe it's called deadlift because you're picking something off the floor that's immobile. Breathe deeply, or AKA dead. Easy breathe. Yeah, joyful thoughts. Easy breathe. 1, really good job. Now, I'm going to go back to the other side. I'm going to add a band. If you don't have a stretch band, you can use weights instead. You don't need any. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to use it. Arms are straight in front of your shoulder height, palms down. Pull the band apart to start. Now as the hips go back, arms go forward, up nice and tall, pull it across your chest. 10. Easy, sit back, lean forward, up nice and tall. 9. It's great to incorporate your whole body during a lot of exercises. Breathe deeply. 8. Getting more soft tissues to fire at the same time safely. 7. Without pain or strain is really encouraging and really strengthening. Breathe deeply. 6. Encouraging everything to circulate through your entire being. Breathe deeply. 5. I'm not saying it's better to do with or without the arms. It just has that added benefit. Breathe deeply. For a downside is you may not be able to, you can feel your form as much. Breathe deeply. 3. So again, do what works best for you always. Breathe. Up nice and tall. 2. excellent work. Sit back, lean forward, up nice and tall, 1. Great job. Let's switch sides. Good work. You can always hit pause. You can always take a break. Arms straight forward, pull the band apart to start. Hips go back, you lean forward, up nice and tall, pull it apart, 10. Those toes try and face as far forward as you can. Sit back, easy breathe, and then return. 9, good job. Elbows stay as straight as possible, wrists stay nice and long. Hey, there will be a tendency to let your knuckles go up. That's okay, nothing wrong. Breathe deeply. 7, we can try having a nice long wrist. Breathe to get your wrist to work on both the front and back and middle of it. 6, all the way around the wrist. Easy, just like with your spine, keeping the wrist still. 5, encourages strength because as you pull the band and move against gravity. 4, that's going to strengthen all the fibers around the wrist. 3, even though you're not moving it directly. Breathe deeply, just like with your spine, strengthening it here, even though we're not moving it. We're encouraging all the soft tissue fibers that connect to our spine to be strong because we're changing our relationship to gravity and being mindful about it. Now, I'm going to change position slightly. Now my legs out to the side, in front of me some, straight to start. I'm going to stay perpendicular. As this knee bends, shift across, yeah, and then return. Again, pull the band across your chest, 9, eyes and heart, stay up and lift it. Breathe, knee bends, shift across. 8, good everyone. Feel free to not do the arms if it feels intense. Doesn't feel good to you. 7, I'm using a light band. You can use a heavier band, breathe deeply. If you choose to not use a band, 6, you want to use some light weights, that's fine as well. It changes the emphasis some, but still good. 5, not wrong. Easy breathe, control. Again, eyes and chest up, 4, great job, return. Again, pull, bend the knee, shift across, 3, really good job. Easy, eyes and chest up, pull and stretch across, 2. One more time, very good job. Again, shift across, you did really well there. Gonna switch sides, excellent job. The leg is out to the side and in front and rotate it out a bit, right? So it's not to the side, not in front, it's out that oblique angle. I'm gonna pull the band, I stretch across, and then return. Pull the band wide across, bend the knee 9. The pelvis might be tilted here, that's okay, especially as you go out. You might feel the hip go a lot higher, 8, than the other, that's okay. Easy, shift across, 7, eyes and chest up, up away from the floor, breathe, pull, reach, 6, good everyone, and shift back to return. Again, you can totally do this standing, 5. You'd have one leg standing, other leg out to the side, and bend the leg out to the side before shifting towards it. Breathe deeply, control, gentle, 3, excellent work. Eyes and chest up off the floor. Look away from the ground. See the horizon in your mind's eye. 2. One more time. Easy. Pull and stretch. Yeah, that was really, really great. We've got one more to go. Now the foot is in front of the hip directly, right? As much as you can. It's not in front of the block, in front of the hip, but it's not out to the side either if you can manage that. Arms are going to be up to the sky. Hips go forward. Pull the band down behind your shoulders or in front. If it's too aggressive behind, you can pull it down in front of your shoulders, in front of your chest, 9, and then shift back. You bend the front knee to glide forward, 8, and then shifting back. Great job there. Easy, gliding forward, 7, you're doing really well here, and then back, keep breathing. Hips go forward, pull the band, 6, again, you do this standing as well. Breathe deeply, 5. Make sure that the hip is not going out to the side, 4, it's going forward and back like it's on a rail, 3. Excellent work, guys. Everyone, eyes and chest up. Breathe deeply, 2. Look away from the floor. You got this. Easy. Pull and stretch. Yeah, great job. Other side. Nice work. Last round here, I believe. Again, foot in front of the hip, the same side hip, not in front of the block. Not that that's wrong, it's just more intense, different exercise. And try not to have it on the side because, again, less intense, different exercise. Right in front of the hip is a nice place to be. Here we go. Pull, hips go forward. Keep the front heel bone on the ground the whole time. Pull the band, gliding forward, 9. You're doing really well. Take your time. Pull, glide and stretch, 8. Such a great feeling, easy. Again, pull, breathe deeply, 7. Return all the way over that block. Hips go forward, 6. Then try and bring your body all the way over the block every single time. Breathe deeply. There's a tendency to not quite get your body over the block directly, 4. To not go all the way back over the block, 3 is normal. Breathe deeply, 2, and that can take some practice to understand where your body is going in space. Breathe deeply, 1. Rest. You want to make sure that your hip is over the block and not in front of it. It's not wrong, again, it's just different. And again, your foot position will matter, and you may not be comfortable with the pressure of your hip and shoulder directly over the knee, so you may have to be a bit forward. That's okay as well. Just trying to give you a sense of what the goals and parameters are. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Eric. This is Nucleus Strength. I look forward to getting stronger with you in the future. Yours in good health. Take care.